Alright, this is Senica Harris coming to you live once again. This is the Urban Coalition of Freelance Writers. I am the founder and the creator of the Urban Coalition of Freelance Writers. You can check us out at www.myspace.com/UCOFW, or you can check us out on our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/UCOFW. On the line today we have Michael Snyder. He is one of the writers slash commentators for the Urban Coalition of Freelance Writers. And today we're going to talk about a controversial topic that's been going on, dealing with the Catholic Church scandal. And he's going to give us a little insight on what's going on. We're going to discuss the causes behind the scandal, as well as a little history behind that and whatever else we might get into. So, without further ado, we're going to jump right into this. If you have been paying attention to the media, you've probably been hearing a lot about the scandal dealing with the child molestation charges that have been pretty much been surfaced in the media, not only here in the United States, but also worldwide pretty much. We're going to bring you a couple facts here and stuff like that. While I'm getting organized, I'm going to ask you, Michael, so what implications or what causes have this, what do you think this is going to have on the Catholic Church? What effects do you think, and how can they begin to rectify this issue, in your opinion?
Well, I would say that, first off, the whole thing has gone global. I mean, it's completely worldwide. It's not just the United States anymore. It's in multiple countries, but probably just about every country, I would say. Mainly here recently, we've been seeing a lot of this come out of Ireland and Germany, too. As far as causes of this, a lot of people suspect that, the priesthood, the way that the priesthood is structured, a lot of them believe and argue that, hey, Jewish rabbis can get married. Why can't a priest get married? A lot of them say if they actually had an outlet, developmental outlet for themselves, that they then would maybe cut down on this. Well, that's possibly a good possibility. Predominantly, as far as what's causing it, I don't know. I don't know what's causing it other than the biggest outlet with the Catholic Church is they spent so long hiding this. They have not acted appropriately. The best thing that I think they could do right now, if they want to really try and salvage their image and really want to try to better themselves and show, hey, yes, we have had a problem here. We absolutely have, and we're trying to fix this so that it doesn't occur again, then they need to quit running around like they have a chip on their shoulder. Mm-hmm. They have, if you look at the history of the Catholic Church, I hate to be kind of tongue-in-cheek and coin let loose a little bit of a pun here, but holier-than-thou attitude. They have a history of being this way since, for hundreds of years. Mm-hmm. And I think they really need to humble themselves a little bit, come to the people and say, you know what, we are deeply sorry that this tragedy has occurred, and our condolences go to the victims. We'll pray for them. We'll do everything we can to try and help. However, this is what we're going to do to see to it that doesn't happen again. This is what the people want to hear. Walking around with a holier-than-thou attitude isn't going to cut it. This ain't the 1700s when they could just smirk somebody off and say, we're the church. We don't care what you think. This is 2010.
Right.
That attitude don't work anymore. They need to show the people that they have a problem, they know that they have one, and they're going to work diligently to fix it. Not only for the protection of the people, but for the betterment of their own integrity because they have no integrity left at this point. They really don't. The church is so people are so upset, not only parishioners of the church, but, everybody else in religious communities, or even just Joe Blow citizen that's maybe not that religious themselves, is looking at it going, wow. But they got to drop the attitude. I think the whole way to rectify this and get this back on track for them is to drop the attitude.
Okay, right now I'm looking at, right now I'm on Wikipedia right now, but there are 2 articles that I'm going to be referencing. I guess they are giving some theories behind what is causing this, epidemic, which I think has probably been an epidemic that's been going on for ages, but it's just now being brought forward.
I think it's been going on for decades.
Yeah. So the 2 articles that I'm getting this information from is one entitled "The Debate on the Causes of Clerical Child Abuse and Criteria for Discernment of Vocation for Persons with Homosexual Tendencies." Now, in these 2 articles, I guess they comprise the list of causes, and I'm going to give you the real quick. I'm going to give you the. Let me see how many they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 causes or theories they have behind this. And one of the theories they have is seminary training / admissions. I guess they go on to say clergy themselves have suggested that their seminary training offered little to prepare them for a lifetime of celibate sexuality. Can you give us your opinion on that? Do you think that is one of the main causes behind that?
I'm sure that that's probably a very good point. I mean, in seminary, I'm sure that, once, I don't care who you are, if you're going to join the priesthood, you know that that pretty much means you're retiring things from the waist down. I mean, you know that that's going to be part of it, but I think that's a big decision, and I can understand where a person that's very highly dedicated to their faith and highly dedicated to their cause, I can see where, maybe for a couple, 3, maybe even 5 years, you could sit there and say, I can do this. This is going to work. I can do this. But that's a different, on a short-term thing. Now, I know 5 years isn't really a short term per se, but, 5 years versus, let's say you join the priesthood in your 20s, say at 25, 35, 45, 55, there's 30 years later in your prime, that you got to deal with this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe that, that's probably a very good point. The seminary probably, I don't think they've got so few priests, and they need priests badly.
Well,
because they don't have enough. I don't think they probably are doing enough to train them for that.